In the grim dark future, there was only war, and Octavia and her Space Marine squad knew this well. They also knew that they were being followed. Their ship had just been boarded by Chaos Space Marines.
We are Legion!
She could hear them screaming halfway down the ship, the traitors' voices echoing through the dank hallways.
Rejoice in the coming oblivion!
Fall back! Octavia yelled to her compatriots. They ran, guns blazing all the while, trying to keep the enemies off their heels. But those traitors, Chaos Space Marines, were getting closer and closer. She could hear them, the clanking of their armor, the rasp in their voice. She didn't know what was worse, with her psychotic laughter echoing throughout the ship, radiating in her skull, almost like a music beat. Of course, these weren't just any Chaos Space Marines. They were being backed up by noise Marines from the Chaos God Vinalesh. She could hear them getting closer, inch by inch, step by step. They were searching for every hallway, every door, every nook and every cranny. The Chaos Marines were searching for their prey. They weren't going to let up until they found her and delivered her to the Dark Gods, and she'd await her punishment. Octavia found herself being dragged through the bowels of the ship. Everywhere was the smell of blood, urine, and everything, and viscera. She opened her eyes to see that half of her squad had been butchered by the Chaos Marines. Their skulls were being polished to be added to Khorne's throne. Even though most of them were in service to Vulnesh, a number of them were Khorne berserkers. Apparently they've been swayed over to her side as of late. As she drifted in and out of consciousness, she could hear an electric bass drilling pulses and sounds into the base of her skull. She turned to see a noise Marine playing his weapon right almost next to her eardrums. Octavia screamed out in pain. "Stop! That's the most bloody and illogical noise I've ever heard," in a somewhat posh accent that had faded over the years. Again with that bloody noise, she thought to herself. You'd think that those Marines would have gone deaf ages ago. But no. The noise Marines kept it up. They kept playing their twisted jam right next to her ear, causing her ever more slightly pain. She wasn't sure how much more she was going to be able to take, let alone survive. Most of her squad was dead now. It was just her at their mercy.